Welcome, sweeties, Laura here. It is simply lovely to have you with us today as we sit down for a quiet chat about the tarot. Think of this as a warm cup of tea on a cool afternoon, a moment of stillness where we can explore the gentle whispers of the cards. Today, we are turning our attention to a subject that touches every heart, the intricate dance of relationships. We shall be exploring three very specific and I think quite profound cards that speak volumes about relationship dynamics. These are Temperance, the Ace of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Each one holds a unique key, a different perspective on how we can navigate the beautiful and sometimes challenging waters of partnership. Our first guide on this path is the magnificent Temperance card, numbered 14 in the major arcana. This card is the very essence of balance, moderation, and serene integration. An angelic figure stands, calm and composed, acting as a divine alchemist. This is not a card of grand, dramatic gestures, but of quiet, deliberate action. It represents the masterful art of blending different elements together to create something new, something whole, and more beautiful than the sum of its parts. Notice the angel's footing. One foot rests firmly on the solid ground, representing the practical, material world. The other foot is dipped into a pool of water, representing the world of emotions, intuition, and the subconscious. In the background, we often see a path leading towards a rising sun or a golden crown between two distant mountains. This path represents the journey towards a higher goal, towards enlightenment or a more evolved state of being. In the context of a relationship, Temperance speaks to the sacred space created when two energies merge thoughtfully and patiently. It is the antithesis of extremes. When Temperance appears in its exalted or upright position, it is a truly wonderful sign for a relationship. It speaks of a connection where harmony reigns supreme. This is the energy of a partnership that has found its perfect rhythm. However, when Temperance appears in its non-exalted or reversed position, it brings a message of caution. The beautiful flow of water is disrupted. This points to imbalance and discord within the relationship. To apply Temperance to your relationship questions, ask yourself, where can I bring more balance or patience into my connection? Consider how blending your needs with your partner's can create greater harmony. Use this card as a reminder to approach challenges with calm, moderation, and a willingness to integrate differences. Now, let us turn our attention to the second card in our exploration, the sharp and decisive Ace of Swords. As an ace, this card represents a new beginning, a seed of potential. The Ace of Swords is like a sudden flash of lightning on a dark night. It is a moment of pure, unadulterated clarity. It represents a breakthrough, an aha moment where a powerful new idea or a stark truth cuts through confusion and illusion, revealing things exactly as they are. Emerging from a cloud, we see a divine hand, much like the hand of a higher power or universal consciousness. This is not a human hand. It is a symbol of a gift being offered from the spiritual or mental realm. The sword itself, double-edged and gleaming, represents the intellect, truth, and the power of the mind. Its double edge signifies that truth can cut both ways. It can be used to defend and protect, but it can also be used to cause harm if wielded without care. At the very tip of the sword rests a golden crown, from which hang a laurel wreath on one side and a palm frond on the other. The crown is a symbol of victory, success, and mental sovereignty. In its exalted, upright position, the Ace of Swords is a beacon of hope for finding relationship truth. It signifies a breakthrough in communication and understanding. This is the moment when a difficult but necessary conversation happens. When the Ace of Swords appears in its non-exalted or reversed position, its powerful energy becomes distorted and potentially destructive. The gift of clarity is being misused or rejected. To use the Ace of Swords in your relationship questions, reflect on what truths need to be spoken or acknowledged. Is there a conversation you've been avoiding? This card encourages you to seek clarity, communicate honestly, and embrace new insights that can move your relationship forward. Our final card for today is the dynamic and energetic Five of Wands. The number 5 in tarot often represents conflict, change, and challenge, and the suit of wands is connected to the element of fire. So the Five of Wands is a card of fiery, competitive energy. At first glance, it can look like a chaotic battle, a scene of disagreement and struggle. However, this is not a card of genuine malice or destructive warfare. Instead, The Five of Wands represents a different kind of truth-seeking, truth that emerges from friction, debate, and the clashing of different ideas and perspectives. The most prominent feature is the Five Wands, or staves, which are being held aloft and seem to be clashing in the center of the card. The fact that they are all raised and crossing each other signifies a clash of these energies. The ground on which the figures stand is often depicted as uneven and rough. This symbolizes a lack of a stable foundation for the current discussion. When the ground is uneven, it is difficult to find your footing. The overall impression is one of disarray and a great expenditure of energy without a clear goal or outcome. It is pure, raw, undirected fire. In its exalted, upright position, the Five of Wands can be a positive, if challenging, sign for a relationship's truth. It signifies healthy competition, spirited debate, and the kind of creative friction that keeps a connection exciting and alive. When the Five of Wands appears in its non-exalted or reversed position, the energy shifts from creative friction to draining, serious conflict. The play fight has turned sour. When the Five of Wands appears, consider how you handle disagreements or competition in your relationship. Are you allowing healthy debate, or has conflict become draining? Use this card to explore ways to turn friction into growth and to find creative solutions together. And so, my dears, we come to the end of our time together today. We have walked gently through the wisdom of Temperance, the clarity of the Ace of Swords, and the dynamic energy of the Five of Wands. Each card has offered us a unique lens through which to view the truths within our relationships. The tarot does not give simple answers, but it always provides profound insight. Remember that these cards are not judgments. They are simply mirrors reflecting the energies that are present. The purpose of a reading is always empowerment. Created by Laura, the Tarot Reader. Thank you for visiting the channel. If you are interested in learning more about tarot, we have a variety of playlists on the channel for you to explore. Consider subscribing to help us reach other kindred souls.